What's good, y'all? Yeah. Instagram trying to fuck our shit up because, you know, I don't think we paid our dues like we... Yo, let me tell you something, boy. This is the free Fat Joe show. Shout out Fan Mio, my sponsor. You know what I'm saying? They you know, you want to connect with your favorite artists, your athletes, whatever, face to face, one-on-one, FANMIO. The Khalees record you did. Yo, stop like working me, man. Y'all niggas is working me. Huh? The Wi-Fi looks great now. All right, now let's see if it's Angie who messes it up. Welcome to the Joprah show. Y'all know what this is. Yeah, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all can put the answer in the comments. You got a friend you grew up with that was always beautiful, and you ain't see them in 25 years, 20 years, and all of a sudden they hit you up talking about they want to talk to you. Would you call them back and get in touch with them? Or that's like, you ain't been calling me for 20, 30 years. Why should I get in touch with you? I mean, man, these people jerking me, man. They really making it hard. Would you? Like, no, Eve said no. I mean, like, I don't know, you know, no flow, Joe, no lean back, no what's love. Nobody ever said, yo, Joe, I'm proud of you or nothing. But all of a sudden, it's Corona, and you try and get in touch with Joe, you know, and I got love, but I can't see what the connection is. As these people trying to fuck with me for real, though, like on another level. They ain't let me hit Angie. It's okay. We gonna get it. They can't stop us. We know how to steal, man. We know how to steal. There you go. We know how to get it. So the question is, would you? Like, nope. Everybody's saying, nah, it's bag season. Yeah, you better believe it. That's what I'm saying. It's all about the money. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't do it.
Am I doing?
I hear you. I don't see you. It's definitely you because I'm looking sexy. Ange, you got terrible Wi-Fi. You do. That's too blurry. You gotta walk around. Walk around, Ange.
I'm about to go outside.
Walk around and see if there's a place.
I'm about to go outside
gotta,
to sit the car.
It looks horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. Can you even hear me? I love your glasses. Can you hear me? Damn, man, they said you got cricket Wi-Fi. Come on. Yeah. Go to another room. Go somewhere. It's
all right. Let me log out.
All right, Ange.
Let me get on my phone.
All right.
Let me use
Unbelievable. This half the Fat Joe show already. Check this out. So what would you do? Somebody, you know, you got love for them. You grew up with them. And they never came around. No show, no nothing, no whatever. You know. And all of a sudden they show up talking about, yo, it's an emergency. I got to see Joe. I got to talk to Joe. And they hitting everybody up. And, you know, I feel bad because I got love, but what do? Do you reach out? A guy like Fat Joe, do you say, hey, what you want? What are you doing? I mean, yeah, Big Shab. You say it's bag season, huh? Yeah, that 5G, man, y'all should have let the motherfuckers build the towers. It would have been clearer Wi-Fi. Y'all would have let them, if y'all would have let them build the towers, it would have been better Wi-Fi. Yeah, it would have been. Yo, Mark, can I get another one of these Casa Major shots of Cinco de Mayo? Copper, yeah, big super search bag season. And I feel bad because people know I got a good heart, but I mean, Casa Azul. And you know, I try to help everybody, but you know, what you want me to do, you know, is Corona, the Corona GoFundMe's been on another level. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you got to be careful when you pick up the phone. You know what I mean? Because it's been on another level. Yeah. Oh no, I have that problem. You know what I'm saying? I have that problem. My problem is, you know, I grew up around a bunch of poor people my whole life, and Fat Joe's the only one that made it. And if you're doing a GoFundMe, you trying to get that motherfucker to Fat Joe, like ASAP. You know? So it's crazy. Hold on, let me see if Angie Martinez, the talk of New York, the one and only is on there. Hold up. My sister, we ain't get to talk shit though. Like nothing. There she goes. She's back. There she goes. Yo, they jerked me. They didn't let me pick her. Baller alert on the check-in to the big show. Damn, why are you trying to jerk me for they don't want Angie to come on, man? Everybody want to see it. It ain't like they don't want to see it. Yo, your ass, come help me with this, Angie. You gotta keep trying till we get it, because they trying to jerk us. What? They trying to jerk us, man.
First time I tried it.
Because that's why you the executive producer and you get money. You get money. I've never seen a person in a quarantine have a better birthday. Their ass, we're gonna have to deal with it because you just got to look into your Wi-Fi. I'm surprised Nico ain't spaz on you yet. Like, how could he talk to girls? How could he talk to
Yo, I just did a full Zoom chat for like an hour with my girls and had no problem. I don't know why the world doesn't want us to be great right now.
Yeah, they don't want us to be great, man. And the Cinco de Mayo, you know? I got the brown
Cinco de Mayo.
I got Cypress Hills coming on behind you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, be real. I'm trying to Cinco de Mayo it. Let me ask you something, Ange. So you grow up with somebody, you ain't see them in 20 years. But when you grew up with them, you was really, really close with them. Now, it's Corona season.
How close?
Close. But not close enough to talk to them in 20, 30 years. So all
not
of
that
a sudden,
close.
Not that close. So Corona season come around. Now they looking for you all over. They calling people all over. Yo, Joe, I'm looking for Joe. Would you call him back, Ange, or would you even entertain that?
The truth is probably no. The truth is probably no. But then sometimes because I feel like if it's important, they're gonna find a way to get me the message or let me know what it is. And it's like, if you haven't been in my life in 20 or 30 years, chances are, if you're not saying what your purpose is, you probably either want something or you're, I don't know, maybe I'm jaded or whatever, but I just seen a lot of people pop up out the woodworks. And I don't know. I think no. I think 20, 30 years, I don't know. I have like the same best friend from third grade, right? Me and Nikki been friends since we're third grade. And she's always like following people we went to elementary school and telling me about it. And I'm like, but I'm different. I only like 5, 10 friends. I don't need 100 friends.
True. Your Wi-Fi looks amazing. By the way, right now we found that the Holy Spirit has blessed you, anointed you right now. You clear. Finally.
Gracias.
And so I don't think I'm gonna reach out. I don't think, yo, Thea on the check-in,
Yeah,
Clark Kent.
hi, Thea, we love you. Yeah, but Joey, listen, I say that because I'm guarded and I'm protective of my space and all of that. But then also sometimes, I don't know, you just never know. You never know what.
But I don't think it's nothing. But I think it's most likely paper. I mean, that's, you know, but you know.
So what I would do
have people been asking you to borrow more money or GoFundMe for I can't look at my DM. My whole DM is just a bunch of stories about how they need their rent, mortgage, car,
It's hard.
the whole shit though. My whole shit all the way down is like, yo, can you help? Can you send the money? Can you this? Can you that?
And let me tell you something. And let me tell you something. It's only gonna get worse because people are struggling. People are hungry. People are out of work. People was already living check to check, and now that check stopped with this coronavirus. So it's
the whole country.
When we come out of this, we're gonna really see. We ain't seen shit yet, is what I'm saying. We're gonna see it after this is over. We're gonna see how everybody lands. So it's I'd be real careful to complain about anything because this is scary times for all of us. Because at the end of the day,
it's scary for everybody. I'm scared. Like, I don't lie to these people. I tell them the truth. I'm scared of what's going on. And even like me, I had to cancel all my shows. I can't open my stores. I can't get no money. We doing the love here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's scary for everybody. Of course, I'm in a different level than most people, but, and it's like, the GoFundMe shit is running around legend, though. Like, I mean, like, legend. Like, it's coming through my hands. Like, yo,
It's so easy now. Cash apps, all types of these apps, Venmo. It's so easy to just transfer money, get money. It's really, but, there's a lot of people in need. And it's just like, where do you give it? Because we got to give back, right? But, like, where does it serve people best? That's what I always think, like, sometimes I be in the store. You know how you go to the store, and I always feel guilty. Like, you know how you go to the store, and then when you're paying at the cash register, it says put $1 for the broke children or to feed the children, leave $1 in the basket. I always want to leave $1 or $5 or whatever I can, but then I'm always like, well, I don't know where that money goes. And then, so is it better for me to put $5 in that basket, or is it better for me to find somebody who really needs it and I know it's going to?
I will put it in the basket. What I won't do is give a crackhead money, even if he's my family. Even if he's in my family, even if he's in somebody I love, if they're using drugs, I'm not giving them money so they can buy drugs. So if somebody's really harassing me, if I'm walking somewhere to Bronx, Harlem, whatever, they like, yo, I'll be like, yo, you want to go to McDonald's? I'll buy you some shit. In fact, I'll buy you $20 of chicken McNuggets. I'm not going to give you this money so you can smoke crack. Yeah. I won't do it.
Most of the time I agree with you, but every now and then, like, there's this one dude but right by the Lincoln Tunnel. He's always out there, and I don't want to say what he does, but it appears to me he might be on drugs. But for some reason, I see that man all the time, and I believe in this. I don't know if you believe in this. I believe there's angels all over, right?
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, so sometimes I just be looking at him, and I see him all the time, and I'm like, what if that's God? What if that's an angel? No, I look at
I really think that too.
And I think that. I look at a man in the street who's homeless, and he looks like he probably might be on drugs, but what if he's not? What if he's just struggling? And I'm like, what if that's God? And I got to answer when I go to heaven, God, Lord willing. When I go to heaven and he's like, you saw me in the street, I was broke, I had nothing, you gave me nothing. I get so scared of that I just give him money because I feel like it's the right thing.
Yeah, I can't do that even though I think he's God. I've seen a couple that I thought was God. You know what I'm saying? But it's just maybe because I came from that aspect of the game that I know that these guys, they just gonna get high. They're gonna run the minute they get that money together, they run. And they're gonna get high. I can't do it.
No, I feel you. Part of me feels you, but then also when I'm in the moment and I'm looking at somebody in their eye who got no shoes on and I don't know. I get torn both ways. I can see it both ways. And I'm definitely guilty of giving somebody who I suspect that is on drugs money. I definitely have done it many times.
You're a sweetheart.
Well, I don't know if it's that or if I'm just...
My thing is, I'll tell them like this. If they seem persistent, I'm like, yo, you want to buy some... You want me to take you to buy food? If they say, yeah, I'll buy them a bunch of food. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I've definitely bought people food and then they tell me they don't want the food. I definitely, one time it was...
Afterwards, they want the money. They don't want the food.
They don't want the food. That's happened to you. That's happened to me. I bought somebody some pizza one time and I bought him a slice, the square, like a Sicilian. And he was like, I don't like the square ones. I was like, Sam, please, just eat the pizza.
You see what I'm saying? So now we're here. So now we here, right? So something came to my mind, right? So we always say for the culture, by the culture. But a lot of times when I go to do these interviews, like if I got an album coming out or whatever, it always seems like people try to get me to talk about people or throw dirt on somebody, and we can have the most not referring to you, the most positive interview, but the 1 second I say one thing, that's the headline.
Of course.
And
that's the game with it.
Huh?
That's the game. That's the world we live in, unfortunately, right now. That's the world we live in. It's sad, and it's definitely ruined shit for somebody like me. Because then I got to compete with that, right? You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to compete with somebody who's always got a new headline that's a scandalous headline or something like that, and I don't love that. You know what I'm saying? That's not. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough for artists. Why does any artist want to do an interview when they feel like it's a setup? It's just like, but unfortunately, that's the.
You know, Khaled is on here. Shout out June Ambrose is on. A lot of people's on here.
Hi, Khaled.
So Khaled advises me to never do an interview. Whenever I go to do an interview, I come back to Miami. He says, "Why did you do the interview?" And he'll sit me down and tell me what I said, and be like, "Yo, why are you doing this? Like, why? You know?" And I'm like, "Yo, we got to talk to the people because that's how we came up." Yeah. So I'm like, "Yo, we got to talk to the people." And he's like, "Yo." You know, he feels like journalists, or well, hip-hop journalists, are always trying to jam you up.
Mm-hmm. He's not lying. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
At what point does it get like a juicy situation to you and you like, yo, but I'm not going to do that to them. Like,
listen,
yo, I got to run with it.
Let me tell you something. If I had $1 for every time an interview was over and I edited something out to protect somebody, I would be. Yes, it's my job to get the information for the people. Yes, it is my job to try to make it as entertaining and sometimes provocative and get all the stuff. That is my job, but I don't sleep good if I hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep good if somebody is,
Have you ever sat down across to interview somebody you possibly couldn't stand, or you was like, they gave you the creeps to the point, maybe this guy's a fucking creep, and you sitting there and you're like, this guy's disgusting. And has that ever happened to you?
Ever? What are you talking about? Has it ever happened to me in all the years I've been interviewing people? How many times? The better question is, how many times has that happened? Listen, I always sit down across from somebody and I try to see the best in people. I try to see their truth. Even if they're lying, I try to see why they're lying and try to help them get to a better place. But every now and then, somebody's just not a good person. Somebody's just in it for the wrong reason. Somebody's just a bad person. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just the reality of the world and the reality of the ratio of good people versus bad people. There's plenty of them. And also sometimes people just make mistakes. You know what I mean? Fame is not easy for everybody. So sometimes people get a little bit of fame and then they start acting weird or nuts or making bad decisions. And
I always give everybody a year to 2 grace period. 2 years. After
my God, I do the same thing.
You do it too?
Wait, let me tell you mine. Then you can tell me yours. Mine is 3 interviews. 3 interviews, right? So the first interview, they're a new artist. They got a great attitude. They come in, anything you want. They stay after. They take pictures. They chat. They're normal. Second interview, they had a hit or 2. And then they come in and they got sunglasses on. They not looking you in the eye. They don't want to be there. And then by the 3rd interview, maybe the second single wasn't such a hit, or maybe something didn't go. By the 3rd interview, you can kind of tell who somebody's going to be after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could kind of tell. Usually 3 interviews in, you could see how somebody's going to kind of manifest into their new space.
You know, with me, it's different, right? Because I've been through it. You know what I mean? I came out with FloJo. Girls were literally diving on top of and we used to chase girls to rap the girls. Then when I came out with FloJo, they were literally diving on the windshield, hanging on to it's a lot to deal with. When you walk out, all of a sudden you the man and everybody. So I realized how that could mess with somebody's psyche. So when I meet an artist and they on fire, I'm like, all right, even a girl, like, a girl get hot and all of a sudden, all the guys she ever thought was hot in her life are like, yo, what's up, shorty? What's good? So now she can easily get lost in that game right there because these are all the guys you ever thought was, oh, Bow Wow, you think I'm cute? Oh, such and such. Like, she can get lost. So I always give them about a year to two till we know who the real person is going to be. And now if somebody's still full of themselves or gassed in 2 years, I say to myself, well, they full of shit. You know, they not good people. Angie, please. We got to do it again. Right? So it's crazy because I'll tell you. So you guys, you know, the Fat Joe show, you blessed because I'm pretty much cool with everybody. And so I'm able to get different guests every day who normally won't do shit like this. Like R. Kelly shit. God bless. Like Keith Sweat. I never seen him do an interview like he did with me or Mike Tyson or something like that. But, you know, so I said, Edge, you know, the Fat Joe show guests, they're very lucky because I get to get guests on here that wouldn't even do these interviews with nobody else.
Yeah.
And in my experience, so people respect Joe on a different way. So when I get around somebody like Kanye West, who everybody knows this guy's extra, he's a movie. When I get with him, he's the real Kanye West. Like we talk about regular shit, you know, he don't play funny with me at all, you know, and I got that relationship with everybody. So I remember the only rapper on earth that ever fronted on me in my life, and I was hot. Make It Rain was like #1 in the country.
Who was it? Who was it, Joprah?
I had a concert, and your man Soulja Boy was standing. I was Soulja Boy trying to act like he don't know who Joe Crack is. Everybody else, I never forgot that my whole life. He was like, this one he had you, and he was out there like.
You got to give him a break. He was a young boy. He was a young kid at that time. He was young and he had a monster smash, and everybody was probably, you know, it is what it is. You can't.
So he was in the grace period.
No, but no. Come on, Joey. Come on.
He's the only one on earth ever in the history
People
of.
front on me all the time. I don't catch feelings. It is what it is.
What do you mean people front on you all the time?
People front on me all the time. I ask for stuff, they can't do it, they decline or they whatever. Like, you know, it's hard. It's like.
So when you went to the infamous interviewing Tupac in LA while the Biggie beef, all that's going on, was Puffy and them mad at you? Was Bad Boy mad at you for interviewing Tupac?
This is where we're going, Joey.
No,
okay.
No,
it's fine. It's fine. No. You know why I get nervous? Is because.
Oh no, I'm not jamming you up, never.
No, listen, you're not jamming me up. Trust me, it's fine. I can talk about anything. But
I don't jam nobody up on a Fat Joe show.
Nah,
it's
shit fine.
You want to say.
No, the problem is I have this Tupac.
I'm saying, were they upset with you? You from New York, the voice of New York. You going out there to interview Tupac? Huh?
No, they didn't love it. They didn't love it.
Oh, so they was a little upset about that. I never knew that.
Yeah, they didn't love it. It took me and Big a minute. I'm so happy that we got to a better place after, because Big didn't love it. He never told me, but somebody else told me. But we didn't speak about it, but we just kind of smoothed it out. And then he wound up coming. It was my birthday, and he came up to my show and he wanted to freestyle, and it was all good. It was fine. But, you know, I did my best to protect everybody in that space. Like, everybody knows the story that I didn't air the whole thing because I was really worried about making it worse. And I just tried to do the best I could in that situation. And I think ultimately that's all you could ever do, right? And if you know in your heart you try to do the right thing all the time and you hope that people respect it.
Because you guys were looked upon as, I'm telling you from an artist perspective, I love you as a sister brother. I'm not saying you, but Hot 97 was looked upon as the evil empire at one point because it was the only game in town It was no other station, and it was like, you better do what the fuck they say, or you're fucked. Do you know this to be true?
I do know this to be true, but let me tell you, one of the things I'm most grateful for in that time is because we did have a lot of power. We were the only outlet. We were the only space. We were the only place giving hip hop artists a voice and a platform.
In the biggest city in the world, the metropolitan
No,
of
it was
the world.
a monopoly. It was a monopoly, and we were great. And it was me and Flex. We were young. It was prime. Flex was at the tunnel every Sunday. Like we had it. The smash was on smash, smash, smash. And the powers that be and the executives, they had a ton of power, because if you had a hip hop record, if Tracy or Steve or whoever was in charge at that time didn't like it, it was a real problem for a hip hop artist. So there was a lot of politics and a lot of shit that went on. But what I'm most proud about in surviving that time is I never really got caught up in the hype of that. I never really, like, I don't know. I just had this weird thing, and maybe it comes from my mom, but I always had an understanding that whatever I gain and whatever I get in my career, it could be taken away in a second. And I knew that
I wanted to literally kill Ebro about 20 times in my life, like
murder. And Ebro, by the way, Ebro wasn't even part of that regime I'm talking about. I'm talking about the original.
You're talking about the early, the Tracy, all that.
I'm talking about the original regime that could not be touched. Everybody needed them. They had the whole game on Smash.
They had it on Smash. So it's like you have to follow the rules.
Ebro came later.
Ebro was a serious problem up there with the power tripping. He really was. You know, I remember one time.
I love Ebro.
No, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? We went through the time. You know, now there's more.
It's growing pains. It's growing pains. He was probably trying to figure out how to run a ship like that. You know, I give Ebro the credit for, like, you know, it's a hard seat to sit in. So then he jumped in this seat, and there's a lot of power in that seat. And when you got that type of power, everybody wants to be your friend. Everybody wants to, and you have to kind of protect that, guard that, protect what he was trying to protect the station, protect the staff, and then, you know, and then also Ebro is the alpha male. He's super, like, you know, chest out, you know, he's super, like, so I think all those things together could have been read the wrong way, but I think ultimately his intention was always good, and I think ultimately he's a good dude. Like, I love Ebro, I do. I mean, he has pissed me off. I've wanted to punch Ebro in the whole face, and he knows this. But also, I adore him at the same time. So, you know, it is what it is. You know,
because when I look at you, right, and I went off top, I didn't take down no notes, nothing of you. And I see, when I look at your face, right, from all the years I know you, I just see a bunch of, like, ill moments, like Summer Jam, or when Nas and Jay-Z had the beef and they settled it on the radio, when Nas went to Power and said he'll never come in. Like, I see all this history in your face when I'm talking to you. It's just like it's so many ways and angles to go where I'm just like, damn, like, you know, Angie survived some shit.
You know, it's so crazy. Somebody just sent me, who was it? Oh, shout out to Ray, my boy Ray, my book publisher. He just sent me the audio like 2 days ago. He had audio of the day that I did the Ether battle, the Jay Nas battle. He had just heard the audio for himself for the first time. He had just sent it to me, and I haven't heard it. But I haven't heard the audio.
You know, I was up there at the station with you guys. You know, I was there. Me and Kay Slay was at the radio station on the air. So what happened was, you don't know this, we'll talk off the scenes with this one, but I was there. My album had just came out, and you know, every week after your album came out, Hot 97 would schedule you to go up there and talk about your album, success, whatever the label. I happened to be there the day that it was going down, the battle. Nas, Jay-Z. I was there. Mr. C was up there. I was up there, right? And I'm going to tell you some crazy shit is the night before, because, you know, we had a little Rockefeller Terror Squad beef going that we won't elaborate because we family. Yeah. The day before, I had shook hands with Jay-Z. Irv Gotti set up a meeting where I said, yo, bro, we'll never beef again. It's all good. This and this and that. And the next day happened to be the battle on the radio. And I was scheduled to go up there, do an interview. And then breaking news, y'all gonna play these records and y'all gonna, whoever wins on the radio is gonna, I was there. Like, and
I didn't know. You know, I had a lot going on that day myself, Joey. So it was.
I don't know, but I was there. So when you listen to the audio, you're gonna hear me, right? And K Slade was there, and what happened was, you know, I was rocking with Nas a lot, you know, since I started out, and I went back on my word. Jay-Z's about the only person on the planet Earth I ever broke my word to. Real talk. So I was up on the radio talking about, yo, Nas is winning. Nas is, and it was just, I looked so terrible for what I had just squashed the beef with him. But he didn't tell me it was going to be bombs over Baghdad the next day. Like, you know what I mean? So
How do you think I
was
felt?
crazy, man. It was crazy. I was there for that. And
so let me tell you, were you there when I announced, so the votes come in, we're doing Super Ugly. I mean, we're doing, versus.
I'm there when you're taking the votes. I'm watching you pick up the phone. I was sitting in the Hot 97 that whole time.
Okay, so I'm doing the votes literally by hand, counting. I'm getting ready to announce. I literally announced the winner is Nas. I think it was like 50. I only know this because I just heard the audio the other day. It was like 58% or something.
I was
so
there.
I'm like 58% of the votes say it's Nas. And then I look to the left and I see Jay walking in. So literally I'm announcing that he just lost and he's walking into the studio. You could hear him. What's up? He says hello. He walked in with enough. Right after I announced that Nas won. So here I am. Mind you, me and Jay are cool. We're friends at this point. And I just delivered him that blow and he walked in at the same time. The whole thing was nuts. It was just absolutely crazy. So, but I had to do the right thing, right? So this was the right things, and the Ether was the better record of those two, and that's what the vote said. So it wasn't my fault. It just was what it was. But it was just it was just a crazy. It was a crazy moment. It was a crazy time. And to Jay's defense, after that was over, I was worried because I was like, damn, I think we probably not good, right? He probably feels some type of way. And we went outside into the hallway and I was like, are we good? He was like, I know that this was beyond you. Like you didn't manipulate this for
This had nothing to do with you. It was whoever was voting.
He was like, and he looked at me in my face. He was like, I know that we good. I was like, cool. and then he left. And but I always had that enough respect for him and our relationship at that point that I wanted to just make sure we were good. This is what it is. There's nothing I could do, but my intention was not bad.
You and Jay-Z, Rock Nation, you represented by Dez, not Rock Nation. Like you share a special bond with these guys. Like,
yeah,
you know, I never went to a Jay-Z show that Angie Martinez ain't there.
Yeah,
so
man.
Is Jay-Z your favorite rapper of all time?
You know, I was the first person. I played Jay-Z on Battle of the Beats when nobody knew who Jay-Z was. And Jay-Z and Dame showed up at my show with champagne for me after. That's how, like, I know them for a very, very long time. And I've been a fan and a friend for a long time. So I think, you know, it's like you, Joey. I love you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you were in a battle with somebody and you lost, I'm still going to have to say whoever it was, or Jeezy beat Fat Joe, or whoever it is, right? I'm going to have to say that.
It's right. That wasn't you the messenger. Don't kill the messenger.
But I'm going to be fair and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to look you, my friend, in the eye after and I'm going to say, Joe, this is just what it is. Are we okay? And then knowing the type of person you are, you're going to go, it's cool, Angie, I get it. That's what it is. It's just life. Somebody saying I amped up a Snoop and Pac beef. That is a whole 100% lie. Learn your history before you shoot shit at me on Instagram.
Yeah, Ange, relax. You Andrew Martinez. You had too much Zoom. CC Sabathia, you know, Amber, you too nice. Don't start threatening. Don't go there, Ange. Like,
no, because people be real reckless on Instagram.
Oh,
like,
no, they foul. Yo, they look, listen. I had Dr. Oz on here, and the shit they were saying on these comments, I wanted to jump in the phone and fuck everybody up. Fuck him, he's a fake doctor, yo, piece of shit. You know how hard it was for the Little Fat Joe show to get Dr. Oz? They was killing him on the comment. I was like, oh my God, like, please don't let him look at this thing right here. Like, he'll never come on again. And, you know, some people, you know, they get off on it. saying the foulest shit. You know, they want that attention, you know?
I know. I know.
It's hard. It's hard out here. What's up, mama? Let her talk. You feel like I'm not letting you talk because sometimes they say I talk too much.
Joey, you talk too much? Never. Never would you talk too much.
Sometimes I tell them to shut the fuck up.
Words, the voice of God. You believe this?
Love her.
Never.
Yo, everybody, you're dangerous guests, and because these two have never talked, no one has ever heard their voice.
Because you know
Now
why? That's my sister and my niece.
They trying to body me. Shout out Dawn. Yo, Dawn, what's up?
It's my sister and my
he
niece.
said, no, not Joe. Unbelievable. No,
wait.
It's like unbelievable. Joey talks too much. Rich Flair's like, oh my God. There's like, for real?
I'm talking, Joey. I'm talking right now. I'm talking. Shout out to Eve Rivera. Can I tell a quick Eve story?
I want to hear it.
Eve, I'm going to tell this story. Just let me know if it's okay or not. I might jack it up because I had tequila tonight because it's Cinco de Mayo.
I want to hear it.
Way back in the day, I don't know what Eve was doing at the radio station, but he was at the radio. You know, we all used to hang out. We used to go to Jimmy's together, me, you, Eve, everybody. So we used to hang out back in the day. So he was at the station downstairs. People used to hang out back in the day downstairs. Anyway, and you know me, I used to roll. Even when I was like super young, I used to roll by myself. I would be in the streets, like just however, because everybody always showed me mad love, right? So I never had no problems. One day I had a problem. I was leaving work and I was going across the street to the parking lot, and some rappers that were affiliated with some rappers that we know, but I'm not going to shout them out right now, blow them up. They were like affiliated with some rappers that we know. And they're like, yo, I got this new song. Why you not playing it? And you know me, I take the time. I'm like, it's not really my call. You have to do this is what you have to do. But they would drink and smoke, and they was just on their shit. They were like, nah, you got to, they was being real aggressive, and I was by myself. It's like 3 or 4 dudes, right? I'm going to
Dang. This was going to be a legendary story, man. Damn! Wi-Fi. Damn. Not now. Story was just getting good. Y'all gotta understand what she's talking about. The time she said the plot thickens. She's talking about at a time when it was real out here. Yo, Ma, what's wrong with you? You know I'm on a thing. Nah, but you know I'm on there. Like, what's going on? Like, you know you disrespecting me in front of the people. No, they can hear you. Are you crazy?
She loves you. Stop it, Joe. She loves
I'm not the one.
She loves you.
Yo,
don't be a tough guy.
Tell me the story again. You see the guys, they trying to give you their demo. It's not your job. You're not a mixed show DJ. So you tell them the proper procedure. They knew it all along. They were punks. They were trying to act tough. Now what?
Okay. So they was being mad aggressive. I'm trying to get to my car. I'm trying to think of the PG way to tell this story. Anyway, out of nowhere, Eve in like shining armor happens to be in a car, like 2 cars behind, and sees what's happening and pulls his car up to the side and makes a certain type of gesture that makes said people go away.
Oh, he pulled that thing out and backed them down.
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to know. Nothing like that. All I'm just saying is he got out his car. By the way, he was by himself. He wasn't with a bunch of people, and they had like 3 dudes, and I was by myself. And he got out and was ready for whatever to happen, to stand up for me outside in the street by myself. He got out the car by himself. And luckily,
hey, let me tell you something.
Luckily, it worked out in our favor. But You know, I was worried. Then I became worried about Eve. I was like, get in the car. It's okay. Don't worry. It's
Nah,
gonna
Eve's gonna be all right. Eve gonna be all right. Don't question that. Like, you know, a lot of these guys be punks.
So I would never.
You've met 100 times more punks than tough guys. They just acted like they were tough guys. They're really punks, all these guys. I swear to God, I kid you not.
100%. You have to be to run up on a girl like that. 3 dudes, right? But they would definitely drink in, and, you know. But I would never in life ever front on Eve for that moment alone.
You ever had
You
ever had like a relationship with a guy who was too aggressive, like
me? Like try to put hands on me or something?
Yeah.
I'll go to
never
jail.
happened. You go to jail?
Directly
so it's
to jail.
like it's like the J-Lo movie Enough, where she kills the guy.
You know why? Because I'm like a like you ever corner like an animal in the corner, like the nicest sweet. You ever corner
and then
like a cat?
I know you put in work, Ange.
No,
I know
that's not what I'm saying.
going for that.
That's not what I'm saying. But I would deal with that right away. I wouldn't let that fester. And no disrespect to anybody who's been in those type of relationships.
No, but there ain't no disrespect. Any girl or woman,
you got to get out. There's no.